What is going on, yo? It's your boy Clutch EXE, and I'm here talking about Genshin Impact Abyss 4.0 and my plans to level up my Xiao, my Dea, and my Cyno. Those are basically the characters who I've decided I'm going to main. I do play some other characters from time to time, known to play Child, I've been known to play Raiden, I've been known to play basically anyone who I like. But right now it's the Fontaine characters. I'm finding myself not really interested in most of them. I have about 200 pulls, free-to-play pull, well, Dolphin pulls, because I get the Welkin that I've saved up, and I will probably, I'll say right now, I'll probably get the Archon, assuming that the Archon is gonna be good for my team, and she does something that I find like necessary. But if the Archon isn't gonna work with Cyno, isn't gonna work with Xiao in a way, and isn't gonna work with Dea, then I wouldn't get them, and that is just a fact. I wanted to pull all the Archons, but I mean, you can always pull the Archons, like they always rerun, right? So I'm definitely willing to wait. The thing that I really want the most out of anything is Dea's weapon, because I have just really fallen in love with playing Dea lately. I've been playing Dea in Mono Pyro, sorry, and I find that she just fits in really well. I use her with Shangling, Bennett, and Kazuha, and basically she goes to work. I mean, no complaints from me. She obviously, what she brings to the team, anyone can really bring to the team. Her spot is kind of like just a flex spot, but putting her in there, I don't really have to think. I can just do the Unga Bunga playstyle and just go hard, and I find that Dea really works in that role. Like, it's a role that I think matches her personality. She can just hit the floor running. Also, I really like kind of swapping out Shangling with Kaya. In single target scenarios, it's a little annoying because Kaya's uptime isn't very high on his burst. But when you have those like multi-target scenarios, you're able to get kills really quickly. Kaya's able to get a lot of energy. He has energy recharge as a base stat. I find that Kaya really works really well in that scenario with Dea, and it's not like his ult is like necessary for normal attacking or anything. It just always goes off, right? So it just follows Dea. Kaya gets a lot of reverse melts. It's never going to be a scenario where Dea is going to be the one getting the melt. She ends up being like an applicator in that scenario, and I think that works really well in her favor. The only issue with that team is kind of Dea's long cooldown time, but it is something that we just have to work out, you know. If her cooldown time was at like 16 seconds instead of 18, I feel like it would work out a little better, but it's all good still. And also at the same time, Dea has kind of like a high energy recharge rate, but you know, it is what it is. So playing that team, like I said, with Dea, Kazuha, Bennett, and Kaya, I think that's a really fun team for me. The other team I've been playing a lot was the Xiao team. I've been basically always wanting to play Xiao. I used Xiao a lot in the beginning, and then Xiao kind of felt really weak recently. But with our new artifact set that I farmed up, I ended up getting Xiao at like 90 crit rate, 199 crit damage, you know, just one off. And I really love using him. I'm able to get what I feel like is good damage out of his plunges. I'm able to get what I feel is like, I don't know, just overall just strong work from Xiao, and he's always been somebody who I feel like I can count on now. And I have him with Faruzan, C6, obviously, she's doing a lot of work. I'm at a point right now where I feel like if I can get her energy recharge any higher, I might even put a damage weapon on her just to give more damage to the team. She is so necessary for Xiao's growth. Like, just Xiao's damage, I feel like she does a lot to help out with that. So I'm definitely just really happy that I was able to save and go for her. In terms of Cyno, the last character, I definitely think that he's in a way better position than he is now. But I do think that he had options before and that people weren't exploring it. Like, people don't wanted to play Electrocharge Cyno, but I feel like Electrocharge Cyno was definitely an option for people if they wanted to play in the beginning. Right now, obviously, his Aggravate teams and his Hyper Boom teams are the best. Right now with Xingqiu, with Baizu, and with Nahida. or you can switch Xingqiu out and play aggregate team with Beidou like I'm currently doing. I think that Cyno really soars in those teams, and he's been one of my favorite characters from the beginning. I was really excited for him to get. I saved up a lot for him, and I skipped a lot of characters just to get him as much as possible. On his rerun, I went and got his weapon. I definitely disagree with a lot of people who say that Cyno is clunky. He's one of my favorite characters, and I plan to use him as much as possible. I finished every single Abyss since he came out with him. So I definitely plan to keep using him over and over and over again. And you know, I hear what people say when they say he's clunky, but I don't agree. So I'm just going to use the characters who I like, and that's really about it. You know, I can't really say anything to anybody who feels otherwise. When it comes to my plans for Fontaine, I really want to look for supports for these characters, and you know, I don't know who they'll be, I don't know what they'll do, but anybody who can help out my Cyno deal more damage. I'm looking out for something like Nahida's Constellations to help my Cyno out. Right now I don't know anything that can get my Xiao into a better position than he already is. My Xiao already feels pretty strong at the moment. I don't know anything that'll help out my Dea get into a better position. I feel like right now we're waiting on what's going to happen with this Hydro Archon. It could really be anything, right? We don't really know. So yeah, it's interesting, but just keep my eyes peeled for what new type of characters will come out in the future. If we have a character who can apply Hydro at a really fast rate off field without normal attacking, just like, I don't know, let's say Venti Burst, but it follows the opponent or the enemy around as a Hydro character, that would really help out my Dea. So I'm looking out for something like that. I never got to try what's it called, Kokomi with Dea. I feel like that could have been a thing. I've never seen anyone talk about it, but I feel like that could have definitely been a thing. Kokomi and Dea on the same team. Kokomi drops her jellyfish, so I could see myself pulling for Kokomi, although I have historically never really liked her as a character, but I could see myself pulling for it just to like give it a try. Maybe it's better than I thought, and I haven't been giving it enough credit. So just keep my eyes peeled for different teams that I feel like Dea would succeed in. And yeah, like I said, Constellations with Nahida. And with Xiao, I got to keep my eyes peeled because I'm not sure what more they could do for Xiao. I feel like he's kind of at the end of his rope support-wise right now. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to some new characters from like the Fontaine characters so far. Riotley, New Villette, Chlorind, Navia, and Hydro Archon. The only one I'd be interested in right now would be the Hydro Archon, just because I feel like she's the only one who's could help out one of my teams. I just don't see it with any of the other characters. I do play Ito, but I feel like the Ito team is kind of in a good position, so they'd really have to shake it up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Subscribe.